What's going on, family? This is Jay Taj, and you're tuned in to The Rodriguez Show. Keep it locked.
And we back on The Rodriguez Show for the final guest of the episode. We got Derrius Logan in the house. How you doing, man?
Yeah, blessed, bro. Blessed. Really glad to be here.
Yeah, glad you came through.
Yeah.
He's an artist. He's an actor. All-around awesome person. Follow him at Derrius Logan, Derrius Logan on Instagram. Easy. And, man, you've have a big body of work. You've been on a couple projects, but how did it all get started for you?
So, I was working at this place called Panera Bread. So, firstly, I've been doing music for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And so I feel like for me, when I share my story, I never share how long I've been doing it, only because I think everybody has either been doing it for a long time or just started. You know what I'm saying? And so either way, it's like right now in terms of how I got from like unknown as F, I don't know if because unknown as AF to where I am now. It has been me. I was working at Panera Bread for like 2 months.
Oh wow!
And it was trash.
You can curse, by the way.
Because I'm like, okay, fuck it then. Fuck. Yeah. So anyways, I was working at Panera Bread for like 2 months, and it was trash. I really, I'm married. I got a son and everything else. So we were like in a transition period where I was like, well, I need more because music's not really making enough for me to be able to take care of what I need to take care of.
Yeah.
So I'm working at Panera Bread, and I was asking people that were there, how long have you been working here?
Yeah.
And everyone would be complaining about their job. And also telling me that they've been working there for 10 years, 15 years. It didn't even make sense to me. First of all, I didn't know that Panera Bread existed like that.
Yeah.
And then so to know that you've been working at this place for 10, 15 years, you're still complaining about how much you're getting paid, how they set the hours up and everything. I realized that, at least to me, these people were capable, but they were stuck.
Yeah.
And they were comfortable. And I saw really that I'm not special. And that's why I was there, because I'm not special. And also I can get stuck just like them too. And so I made a decision at that time to release a song a week. Mm-hmm. And I told him, I was like, I'm not going to be here in 3 months. That's my goal. I'm not going to be. I told him, like, look, I don't want to do it. It's cool. I'm not disrespectful. But like for me, I feel like there's more for me. I got to go. So I'm not going to be here for 3 months. So what I decided to do was drop a song a week. Yeah. So I just started releasing songs consistently every week. Bam, bam, bam. make the cover myself, shoot the song, do the edit, master, mix, produce, record, every part that you can think of. And one song, or I got a call from this girl or woman. She's amazing. Her name is Issa Rae. Mm-hmm. And she wrote this show on YouTube called Awkward Black Girl. Mm-hmm. And then HBO reached out to her and was like, yo, we're gonna give you a show. So she hit me up and was like, yo, I want to use one of your songs on my show. And so then that was the first little like, boo. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, this is kind of working. And it wasn't even a new song, but because of how much noise I had been making consistently on Instagram and wherever, then it kind of led people back to my catalog. Yeah. And he was, oh, I like this song. Put this on the show.
Yeah. Wow. Did she tell you how she found your music?
SoundCloud.
Yeah. Wow. And it's cool because the music on Insecure is super curated. Like she probably picked it herself. That's why.
No. Like they were sharing the process of how they went about doing it. And right when they heard the song, they were like, "This is the one." Yeah. And so it went from that song to the next season. They asked me for another song. Yeah. And then they asked for me to be on the soundtrack to the project. And then they asked me to act in the finale. And then and so for me, it's really just a testament to like how much we kind of sleep on ourselves. It's really easy to do because you're you, and you know how much work you put in, and you know how far you are away from your goal, and you know whatever that you're like, damn, I don't even know if this shit working. I'm doing this shit every day, all day. I don't even know if this is a thing or not. And then that one little kind of tick kind of tips you over to this new place where now people want to hear more of your music, or now they're excited to discover you, and now they want to have a conversation or whatever, and it's like I've just in that little time, the growth that I saw kind of it reminded me that I've put enough work in, and that now it's no longer about kind of hoarding all the songs, trying to get them right, but it's like, how can I share? And how can I share it creatively? Not just put it out and just say, I forgot a SoundCloud link. How can I share it in a way that impacts you? Mm-hmm. Because I pray that my song is going to impact you because the song is good, the beat is good, I'm doing this, all that stuff. But before you even get there, you have to go through clicking on my link. You know what I'm saying?
And how do you get somebody to that point?
How do you get them? How do you get them there? Yeah. And so, Insecure helped a lot. Yeah.
Wow, man, that's really inspirational, man. Like, because it is. We've been doing this show 4 years now, and we're always pushing. We're building slowly. Yeah. But all it takes is one person to come in, or one event that we do. They'll take us to the other side. So that's why we don't give up.
Right.
You know?
No, that's
Damn. And I guess that's why on your Instagram it's like you were inspired from your story, because it is kind of very inspirational.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a blessing to me, especially because I don't. Again, when you're you don't look at it like a story, because it's what you did. It's your actual ass life. So you're just like, I was working on, and then that one time that you share it with somebody, they're like, damn, that shit. And then you realize, oh, this is a part of something that then takes me from like, oh, this guy that does music to like, oh, this guy encourages me to follow my shit.
And he has something to say too.
This guy can say something other than listen to my song. Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, wow.
That's the prayer. Yeah.
So how did you go about making a song every week though? That must have been grueling.
It's awesome. I honestly, like, I have, it's kind of just depends. I have nights where so now my process, and it makes it a lot easier for me. Yeah. I work with this producer I've been working with for a really long time in different capacities. His name is Coop the Truth. He's a magician. He's from Canada. He came out here and we actually did together one of my first solo mixtapes, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, that I actually released and was actually doing promotional stuff too. And he now really focuses on samples, like sample packs. So he'll sit in front of the piano and play whatever and sit with synths and make 75 loops that then he'll send to me. Wow. And then I would make songs to all of them. Yeah. And so I'll, in a night, record 7 songs.
Wow, because you have all these loops available.
So I'm just going, I put it into Logic, I hit record, and I just record for however long until I stop having things to say or things or whatever, and then I'll go back and I'll listen to it and say which part is fire. Okay, this part stands out, then I'm gonna keep that. All that shit for that last 3 minutes was stupid. And this line right here is dope, so I'm gonna put that shit over there and really combine all the moments that said something to me or that were special into what I think are really great songs. Yeah. But I love that it starts without the drums. Yeah. I love that it just starts with me and the music, and it feels like, or at least I feel like my music, it feels almost has this like innocence, and it almost sounds like the things that I'm saying are me in front of just a piano or me in front of whatever. And then after I record that and we kind of get it structured and organized, then I send it to a few other producers now that are really amazing. One of them is called Pompano Puff. He's from Pompano Beach, Florida. One Haitian, also amazing. And one of them is my guy D Sharp. I actually met him out in Europe. And so it's like now I have so many pieces that now take it from, oh, this took me a really long time to produce this. My first work took me so long to produce. And now, because I have people that focus in on, you're just amazing at drums. So I don't have to learn to do drums. I may know what I want it to sound like or whatever else, but you know how to actually program the drums and make the thing come to life. I don't have to worry about, I'm sitting in front, because this is all you want to do. And when you find people like that kind of fit into your process and your mode, and you have somebody who just wants to do video, like when you find those people, then all you have to do is work now. Yeah. Now it's less about, I'm trying to learn a new thing. You master your craft as an interviewer. He does his shit as a videographer. He does his shit, and then it all comes together, and you guys look like a masterful symphony of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's been great for me to have these people around, not only to encourage but also to pour. Yeah. Because it gets tired.
Because it's good to build a team, because you don't have to do it all alone. But the thing is, it's tough. You were lucky that you found the right people that were as committed as you were to making this happen.
And the commitment isn't to me. And that's the thing that I still, I have an ego. I do. And so the commitment, I feel like I want it to be to me. I want us to all work together and like, look, I got this. I'm designing merch. I've got this experience for my show and how it goes. It's like I have all these different things that are going on, and I'm like, yo, I'm sure that my thing should be the thing that you should focus on. Yeah. But also, who the fuck am I to tell you to let go of how you feel like it should go to come over and fuck with my shit? So however you pour into my thing is perfect. Yeah. I can't expect any company to let go of everything that they're doing and just focus in on me because I haven't made $1 million yet. You feel me? I'm just getting my first big checks within this last 365 days. Yeah. So whatever you're able to give me, I'm gonna take it. And then, like you're saying, that's when I'm because of where I'm coming from, especially like any independent artist, you have to make whatever you got stretch. You have to make it impact, even if you have nothing, whether I have the most awesome studio or whether I got this just one laptop and a USB microphone connected. I have to make the most amazing thing I can make with just this. And that's the creativity. How can I take I've got on my last project called Lamar Park. I took one of the samples that he gave me that I love so much. I made Self-Medicated. I made Whole Time. And then on the next project, I made 2 other songs. I made 4 songs. One I reversed it, when I slowed it down, when I pitch stretched it, and made 4 different songs out of this one that was so impactful to me. When I heard it, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Yeah. What can I do with it? You know what I'm saying? It's like you get it, somebody give you some fabric and like, I can make a bed out of this. I can make a t-shirt. I can turn it into a hat. It's like, what creative thing can you do with this? And although I haven't done a really good job of sharing all that, like that's my process. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Wow. And it's good because you're working with what you have. And that's what people need to know. Like you don't have to have everything to get started.
You can literally have nothing and get started.
Wow. Well, before we move on, I want to play some of the tracks too. So we got 2 tracks right now, right?
I love it. Yeah.
You can tell, right? That's the one.
And then You Can Tell is the one that that has really taken off for me in that way and kind of been featured on the shows and been on the soundtracks and whatever else. And then the other one is called The Motion, which now I'm getting people that are dancers and stuff like that sending me choreography. So when I started to see stuff like that, I'm like, oh, this is a song that's growing on its own. I haven't done any really extra push, and people are picking it up and championing it for themselves, which then just says, oh, you got something good there.
Well, let's listen to those songs. We got more with Derrius Logan after this. Mondo, take it away. Let's get it. Rodriguez Show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Young T, Taj Arkel, and you're listening to the Rodriguez Show.
And we back with Derrius Logan here on the Rodriguez Show. We just listened to 2 tracks, You Can Tell, and The Motion. You told us the first track, You Can Tell, you did it in an hour.
No, I mean, really, it's so crazy. I've come from this place where, again, because I've been doing it for so long, I feel like when you start off with a real technical understanding of it. And it's like, this dude is rapping real fast like this. And so what I'm going to do is try to rap real fast like this or whatever. And I realized every single song that I've ever made actual money off of has been something that I did really quick. And I'm like, oh, this is nothing. I was making this song real fast and it just feels really cool. And I'm dancing to it in the studio. And then that thing becomes the thing that people want to hear. And so, it's really a lesson. It's a lesson because
don't overthink it.
We try so hard. It's like, you don't have to try, especially when you've been doing it for a long time and you understand it. Like, it's like almost like, okay, you've used all of your brain power to get the shit. Now turn your brain off and it's still habit. It's still a part of you,
Yeah, and it's definitely, I think, the way music is headed too, where it's headed. It's about the feeling now too, because you're creating an environment.
Right,
exactly what those songs are.
Space,
so we were talking about how you were on Insecure. You were also on Black Lightning. How did that all come together? Do you have an acting bug now?
Now I'm so hype. I've taken an acting class. It's so crazy. I took an acting class, and the teacher at the end of it was like, let me stay. Hold on. Let me come over here to the side. I'll let everybody go. And then she told me, like, look, you're a natural. I'm going to give you these classes. I don't want you to take this one. So only go, like, it's a 3-month program, but just go for the first month and then leave. And I'm going to teach you personally in my personal class here because I don't want you to change your thought process behind acting because you already are the thing.
Wow.
And like just those little, again, it's those little moments that, I'm going just like, oh, I'm getting some acting opportunities. So maybe I should learn how to do this. And it's like, you already know how to do this. You just need to understand more of why to do it or what's the name of this one technique over this or whatever. So I'm super excited to get into more acting, and I feel like I've got a lot more kind of coming.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
It's super dope. Actually, and this is the thing that I feel like I don't share with anybody. Recently, I've been consulting for the writing and the production of films and stuff. So, hopefully we'll get some credits on those kind of things and be able to easily segue into more of that side of, being an entertainer, being a performer.
Because you got to think about all the aspects too. Because it's like you doing music, doing acting, you have to do deeper than that too. Because that's how you're going to be able to sustain yourself in the future forever.
Right. And then really for or at least one of the things I was like, even if I never get an acting opportunity again, then this understanding of how to act and give energy and a vibe to words is where it's gonna work. Like even if I never get at it, I'm just like, oh, I take this class and then now I feel like I better understand how to be a performer on stage or when I'm recording a song. And so it just happens that I was okay, and so then I'm like, oh, I can take this and do other things actually in the acting field. So I'm excited as fuck.
I didn't think about that. That does pay off on stage as well. Yeah, because that's what you're doing. You're putting out a persona character on stage.
And it's so funny because as I'm performing or like doing the scene that we've kind of rehearsed and stuff like that, I'm like walking around and shit, and she's like, all right, so you're doing a great job saying the lines, do all that shit, but you're moving too much because now it's a film. So now we need you to stop moving and you keep your legs like this and just turn your body like that instead of doing the whole walk. And it's like, I'm so used to, if I'm in front of people, I got a mic, I'm walking from this side to this side, using a lot more body than is necessary to be in film.
In actor,
but like maybe plays and shit that may come in handy, but like in film, you just stand there.
You just stand there because they already got everything planned. They set
the whole shot. They got your block where your feet go.
Don't move.
Just do not do shit. Say the line and make your face do something real big. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
That's acting in the most simplified way.
Basic, right? The most basic way to think of it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So what's your goal now? You want to do acting and music together?
I mean, really, my goal is impact. My goal is impact. Everything that I do, when I think about it, or when I think about what has changed my life from other artists, when I say, I actually got on Twitter the other day and was talking about how much like I've learned from Dave Chappelle and Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar, but like not only just like listening to their music and trying to redo what they did, but watching how they interact with fans, watching how they interact with press, watching how they roll out their music, like, or watching when I see certain interviews and Jay talks about different business ventures and how he's kind of diversified, but like beyond him talking about it, we get to see him do it. Yeah. And so I think sometimes it's easy to look at these personalities as just entertainment, but if you actually sit back and change your perspective, you can look at it as a lesson, or you can look at it as a strategy, or you can look at it and say, all right, so this dude, he did a lot of things people didn't like, and people started looking, and so I mean, and I think subconsciously people do that. People look and say like, Kanye said something that nobody liked, and everybody's talking about Kanye, and then he released a song right after. Is this a rollout for a project? And then more people came out and started doing really crazy stuff. But like, I think we pick up so much bullshit because it's more bullshit in your face. But like, if you look at other artists, like a Russ, or, you know, or whoever is your favorite person that you actually connect with as an artist, like a Drake or whoever. Yeah. And then you're like, oh wait, this person is doing this like this, or Drake, he has all his 5 friends that he's known for forever. Yeah. One of them is over his clothing. One of them is over this, one of them over that. And then you're like, all right, so community is more important, but you understand why. It's not because somebody's telling you, yo, fuck with community. You can't do it alone. All that shit. None of that. You're actually seeing the most impactful, biggest pop artist from the hip hop genre that we've seen ever come in and do stuff that we haven't seen them do before. Yeah. And it still feels like Drake has done it all, when in actuality, Drake has all his homies there. Yeah. Wow. He's got a bunch of friends around.
And that's somebody too, that you mentioned Kendrick too. There's some people that know how to handle their public persona perfectly.
So good.
Kendrick is somebody that we all have respect for because he's getting fucked up like that. You know?
And like, it's priceless what it means to have an artist like Kendrick Lamar still here and still relevant and still making good ass music. Like, it means everything, because it's easy to see the guy with the shitty song who kind of was whatever and it got popping.
Talking shit,
you feel me? But it doesn't come often where you see an actual artist who's mastered the craft of hip hop and rapping and all that shit, and, you know, in such an eclectic way. Like, I was, you know, To Pimp a Butterfly just turned four. And I remember when Kendrick was in the studio and he brought like Andre 3000. This was for Good Kid, Mad City. I think he brought Andre in. He's listening, and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't really draw the connection between them like that, other than they're really great rappers and they do some kind of really creative, eclectic shit. But when you play To Pimp a Butterfly and it goes from the first song to this dick ain't free, and it's like, wait a second, this is a play. Like, this should be a fucking Broadway play. I've been listening to this like, oh, where are the songs at on this album? No. This is a fucking play. He made a movie. And so stop looking at it like it's like Drake's album and you waiting for the single. Nigga, this is a movie that he made. And if you listen to it with that context, then you don't expect there to be the same shit that was on Good Kid or Section 80. You expect it to be, what's the next piece to this film?
And then what does he do after that as well? Like, where nobody knew that he was going to make Damn. And like,
I think that was the smartest move ever. Like, really, if he came out and made another To Pimp a Butterfly, niggas would have boxed him into this rapidy rap ass, jazz ass place, and he would have been stuck. But instead, he's like, yo, I can still do some conceptual shit. I can still do some really great, but I'm gonna do some fire ass songs that you can just play. Yeah, I can go and just play love right now. I don't have to care about what, like some songs To Pimp a Butterfly, I feel like it's better as a whole.
Yeah, like you can't listen to you
don't just randomly like, see, here's this guy screaming and you're like, all right, my dog. You have to actually listen to it as a whole to be able to really like, it's like watching a movie. You don't watch a movie only and go to that third scene and watch that one third scene and be like, okay, I'm all done. No, you watch that shit top to bottom. And but damn is a lot easier for someone to get segmented, into. And you got songs like this song right here, just a banger. I'll play that shit. DNA, Element. He got so many songs. I don't even want to talk about it.
Is that your dream collab? Who's your dream collab?
I feel like my dream collab is Andre 3000.
Honestly, yeah.
Or Frank Ocean. Yeah, I'm throwing him in there too. You know what? I'm that guy that like plays the really deep fucking rap or really sad, really beautiful. Like that's really my vibe. Yeah. And so it's like even now as I'm creating songs, I feel like I'm realizing that people pay for taste. Mm-hmm. People don't pay for your expertise and how good you are and how you're able. People pay for what you don't do. Mm-hmm. Kendrick doesn't do this, and so we expect when we hear a Kendrick album, I'm gonna hear a project. It's gonna be this. He doesn't do the other kind of thing. It's just a bunch of songs thrown together. Yeah. So he's shown this is my taste. It's my taste level. Yeah. And so basically what I'm saying is, artists that we love. The reason why they have sounds is because they decided, although I could do a bunch of different shit, I'm only going to go into this little bag of shit right here and do this vibe and sprinkle it on my entire record, you know? And so now I feel like that's where I'm going in terms of my music and art and creativity is
gotta find your niche.
It's finding what I don't do. Yeah. Because I like to do everything. I don't know if you've heard my project to Lamert Park, my first
I've heard some,
full length that I released. But on that, it goes from like I've got a song like Flock, which was originally called Flock a Unicorn. It's me singing, I don't bow. Like it's some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm bum bum in the background. But that's also next to this song called The View that's like back in this BM and I'm just grateful to whip it. Got my license suspended because I don't pay for no ticket. So it's like I do everything on that project. Every genre that I've ever loved or ever been inspired to do, I did them all on there. And so now I'm able to go through, see what has made people feel like anything, what has impacted the culture, what has changed, what song people still play, what song still getting a lot of streams, what song that people reach out to me and say this is, and then I can continue to fine tune all the different shit that I do and like make it a nail. Wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make it a pencil, make it whatever. That's really sharp at the beginning, but as I continue to grow into a bigger artist, then I can do more. Yeah. But it's like I wanted to start it off on my last album. That's really it. Lamert Park feels like my last album.
Yeah. Wow, man. Well, you're forever not getting stuck. I think that's the theme of this conversation. Yeah, Just don't get stuck in one place. Nowhere. Always be moving. Yeah. And, thank you for being here, man.
Of course, bro. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, Derrius Logan.
Yeah, so look, so it is at Derrius Logan, but the thing that's magical is that I'm working on a project. It's kind of like it's a kind of like a concept mixtape kind of thing. And it's called Trap Logan. So if you type in Trap Logan, which is a lot easier than figuring out how to spell Darius and all that kind of shit. If you type in Trap Logan, I come up. I'm the first guy on Instagram and all that shit.
And we got a couple more songs to play, but before we do that, we got the segment 60 Seconds With. That is, I'm going to throw the questions at you, speed round, and you're going to... so you ready for this?
No, I'm not ready, but I'm going to try my best for sure.
Ready over there with the camera? Tell me when to go. All right. Favorite comic book character?
Spider-Man.
Favorite song right now?
Sunflowers.
One word to describe you in high school?
Fly as fuck.
Least favorite song?
One word, huh? Fuck you, damn.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, now that you got me screaming. I felt it the whole shit, sorry.
First name of your first crush?
Oh, shit. You gonna give me trouble. That's what you're gonna do.
We can skip it if you want.
Giovanna.
First CD you ever bought?
DMX. Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood.
First song you illegally downloaded?
Oh shit, Soulja Boy on accident.
Hey, everybody got
accident on Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Childish Gambino or Frank Ocean?
Frank.
Rapping Drake or Sad Drake?
Rapping Drake.
Favorite non-hip hop genre?
Folk.
Early 2000s hip hop or early 90s?
Early 2000s.
And that's 60 Seconds with Derrius Logan. Thank you, man.
72. Yeah, thank you very much, bro. I'm glad I fucked all that shit up, but I had so much fun doing it. Yeah,
thank you, man. So we got 2 more songs for you. Can you tell us a little bit about them before?
Yeah, so the next few songs, we got one Rebound in this. So look, like I said, Trap Logan, man, it's going to be coming out, I would say, within the next 2 months, but I'm being extremely patient because the squad is coming together. My design team is coming together. Like, it's just so many pieces. So I'm being patient. But first song is called Rebound, and it's crazy. It's produced by the guy who's also featured on the song. His name is Animal. He's also on Insecure. He plays whatever. Anyway, so he's on the show and he also is on this song, and we just murdered it and had such a great time making it. And I think that it is going to be one of those songs of the summer that you guys can play. So it's a gift to you. Please play it whenever you want to. And the second one, I think we got Light Work.
Yeah, we got Light Work.
We got Light Work. So Light Work, aka Anti-Social Social Club. It is what happens when a trap artist or just like a hip hop artist goes and listens to Juvenile and then makes a song.
Hey. All right. Well, Derrius Logan, aka Trap Logan, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna play the tracks.
Thank you for having me.
And come back anytime. Let's do this, Mondo.
Yeah.